Today we're showcasing the top 4 attack strategies at Town Hall 14, including hero and pet combinations. Full army composition, you'll need to secure 3 stars every time. Let's dive in. The first attack strategy in this video, and probably the easiest spam attack strategy at Town Hall 14, is Super Dragons. Now, let's have a look at this army composition. 6 Super Dragons and 6 balloons for the main push, plus a few cleanup troops. We're taking 4 rage spells, 3 freeze spells, 1 skeleton spell, 1 invisibility spell, and 1 poison spell for the defending clan castle. In the clan castle, we take the siege barracks and a super minion inside. We're running the minion prince with the mighty yak. Obviously, there's not much choice over hero pets at this stage, but we prefer the minion prince over the barbarian king here, because we don't need the king. The queen's got healers on her, and she doesn't need outside tanking. We've only got 1 air pet, so you can remove the mighty yak if you don't want to pull the defensive clan castle or any ground skeleton traps. The warden goes with the electro owl, using the eternal tome for protection, and then the royal champion runs the electro boots and hog puppet. One thing about super dragons, they are super consistent. Now, let's focus on how to start. You begin with your queen and use her giant arrow to get as much value as possible. As you saw, we took down 1 sweeper and could have grabbed a couple of air defenses too, but since we're running a lower level giant arrow, that's fine. The queen sets one side of the funnel, then use the siege barracks on the far left-hand side to set the other side of the funnel, and send in your dragons, warden, minion prince, and then balloons. Once they step into the base, double rage and pop the warden ability. Now, you might think using the healing tome early isn't worth it since your troops haven't taken much damage, but it actually helps the balloons push into the core, pulling air traps and luring out the CC. Drop the poison spell on the CC troops. Once they appear, you have 1 skeleton spell, so use it near any single target inferno to distract. If there isn't one, drop it near the scatter shot instead. As you can see, we freeze here, and with the rage and invisibility to take the town hall down easily. After that, it's just about timing your minion prince ability. We use it on the right-hand side. The dark orb is fantastic. What we are going to do here is trying to swag the RC. And as you can see, we completely swagged the royal champion. This army is ridiculous. There's no way to stop it. Up next, we have Super Archer Blimp Dragons, a well-known and extremely powerful strategy. Let's take a look at the army composition. 11 dragons and 6 balloons for the main push, a lava hound to support the blimp, and a few cleanup troops. We have 5 invisibility spells, 2 clone spells, and 1 rage spell. All spells are primarily for the super archers in the clan castle, carried by a blimp for the opening strike. Since only 4 pets are available at Town Hall 14, you can use the same combination, 1 for each hero. The king runs earthquake boots and spiky ball. The queen uses magic mirror and healer puppet, or you can swap the magic mirror with giant arrow. Then the warden carries eternal tome and healing tome, and the royal champion runs electro boots and rocket spears. Now this strategy has 2 main parts. First, the super archer blimp for early value and to create a deeper funnel, and second, the main dragon push supported by heroes for side funneling. So what we're going to do is, we look for a high value section of the base. We want you to take down the defensive clan castle and the town hall along with nearby defenses. Now send the blimp with the support of the lava hound to tank and make sure the blimp goes safely to the place we want. As soon as the blimp reaches the planned area, use an early invisibility spell, then pop it. Then follow with rage and clone the archers. At this point, keep cycling remaining invis to maximize their value. Use every invis spell on the cloned super archers to get the most value out of them. Now, one thing to remember, if there is scattershot around or furnace in the defending CC, we want you to be careful and not to delay any invis spells, as one shot of the scattershot or a couple of firemite can kill all your cloned super archers. Once you have used all the invis spells, you will see a good part of the base is gone. And also you are out of any spell support for rest of the attack. Now send the king down one side and the queen on the other. Then send in your dragons with the warden. The spread heroes will help prevent any time fail. Once they reach the core and trigger traps, time the warden's ability. As you can see, the queen is doing insane on the outside and the king unfortunately moved to the middle. Now send the Royal Champion to assist that side, otherwise we could have used her anywhere. Activate the RC ability so she remains safe and can snipe defenses. Now, see how many dragons are still alive. If you get the Super Archer Blimp right, you won't miss any bases, and remember not to pop the Blimp in an empty zone. Always deploy it on defenses. But if you prefer ground attack strategies, you really can't go past Fireball with the Super Witches. We have 4 Super Witches for the main push, supported by an Ice Golem and 2 Super Wall Breakers, plus a few cleanup troops. Spell-wise, you've got 4 invisibility spells and 2 earthquake spells to set the Fireball, 2 rage spells, a jump spell, freeze, and a poison spell for the defending clan castle. Now in terms of hero equipment, you've got the Fireball and Rage Gem for the Warden. That's ideal. We also need the Healer Puppet with Queen. But if you don't have the action figure, it's not the end of the world. Frozen Arrow, Giant Arrow, or Magic Mirror all work as replacements. For the King, we've got Spiky Ball and Earthquake Boots to open up the core. For the RC, the Hog Puppet is better, but if it's not upgraded yet, you can use any alternative, along with Electro Boots. The best advice we could give you for this army, and really any Fireball army where it goes into a smash attack, is you don't need insane Fireball value. Just create a funnel on the outside and get as much value as possible, then enter the base elsewhere. Here we aim the Fireball on the Scatter Shot. With 4 invisibility spells, if you don't want to wait for the Warden to get in position, just use the invisibility spells. That's what we end up doing here. So there's Invis. Fireball goes double Quake, and you take down a bunch of key defenses just like that. Now we're going to pull the Warden in with the Super Witches. Look at this beautiful funnel that is set. Then use the Siege Barracks and Queen on the far right-hand side to push the Super Witches further into the base. As they reach the Town Hall and lure CC, multiple spells come into play. Poison spell on the CC troops, Rage on the Super Witches, and Freeze on the Town Hall to push through this section. Now we've got the Earthquake Boots and 1 jump spell. So we do use the jump spell here to force everything in. Then we're going to activate the King's ability to open up everything here. Then we send the RC here to keep supporting the main push. These healers are sitting beautifully on the Super Witches, and what we love about this army is you don't even really need to use the Rage spell on the Super Witches, unless you have to. You can also see on the bottom side of the base, the Super Minions out of the Siege Barracks are putting in crazy work. Now you can see your Royal Champion is just going to sit behind the heroes and big boys. They're going to do all the tanking, and your Royal Champion is going to do the damage. Now start the cleanup of free buildings. You can see here we've still got all 4 Super Witches alive. The Super Witches are ridiculously unkillable, which is what makes this attack strategy ridiculously strong. We bought 4 Super Witches and we finished off with all 4, and this is insane. We're going to finish the video off with one of the toughest armies at Town Hall 14, but once you master it, there is no base you cannot 3-star, and this army applies basically from Town Hall 17 to all the way down to Town Hall 13. It is RC Walk Dragons. We've got 11 dragons for the main push, 4 rocket loons to snipe defenses, and that helps create funnel for the RC. Or you can pick off key air defenses, a super wall breaker and an ice golem to support the heroes, and a few cleanup troops. For spells, there are 12 invisibility spells, 1 earthquake spell for the RC walk, and a poison spell to deal with the defensive clan castle. In terms of hero equipment, we run the RC with electro boots and rocket spears since we don't have the haste vial at Town Hall 14. Then on the king, use earthquake boots and the spiky ball. You can also use the minion prince instead of the king if you have a good level on him. You'll need the action figure and healer puppet on the queen. You can run the giant arrow instead of the healer puppet if you want. For the warden, you can use the rage gem, but we prefer the healing tome. But some players like the rage gem with this army. Honestly, both are equally good. We're going to start off with the RC walk in a corner of the base. Use the earthquake spell first, then instantly activate her ability for the rocket spears. Now, you can snipe defenses with rocket loons to direct your RC where you planned her to go. Once the spears are done, you don't want her to take any damage, so carefully rotate the invisibility spells. Now, as your RC is going to lure the CC, use the poison spell on them and keep her under invis spells. Don't rush with the invis. Carefully drop them every 4 seconds to maintain cover. Unfortunately, here you can see the RC gets caught by tornado traps. But that's fine. She steps in for the town hall. Exactly what we wanted our RC walk to take. Once the RC walk is done, and you've got the value, send in your king with the ice golem and siege barracks on one side. And on the other side, send your queen to work on her own. Now spam dragons with the warden. We split the pushes so we don't fail on time since the RC phase takes a while. You can also swap the king and queen sides. That doesn't really matter here. So you can send your queen with the ice golem and siege barracks, and the king on the opposite side. Once the dragons reach the core, you want to activate the warden's ability. Use the king's ability to tighten the funnel there as well. That keeps the whole army focused. Look at those dragons. Feels like none of them even died. That's why this army is insane from Town Hall 17 down to Town Hall 13. That's how you crush bases with this powerful strategy. That's it for the Town Hall 14 Top 4 Attack Strategy video. Let us know down below. Did we get it right? Like, comment, and subscribe. If you are new here, and share with your clanmates. See you in the next one.